Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day number 4 of Adventures with Noel, our Advent Calendar series, where we are opening 6 different Advent calendars day by day. This is the second year that we have done this. It's kind of my version of Vlogmas because I already post pretty much daily unboxings at my usual time slot of 2 p.m. Pacific, but I kind of envision you joining me every morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, if you haven't figured that out yet, with your coffee, getting ready for your day, whether you're going to work or if you're getting some holiday shopping done or if you're getting more decorations up on the tree, and maybe you're doing it in the evening when you've checked a lot of things off of your to-do list. But whatever it is, I hope that you can join me every day or even go on little binge sessions, and then you'll have a lot of fun and it'll be a little bit easier when you try to do our quiz at the end of the series. If you enter that quiz and you're one of our top scorers, you'll be entered to win a little grab bag giveaway. Usually I send a little bubble mailer with some of the items from these boxes that I'm opening with you. So today is day 4. We feature one of the boxes each day. So we are on day 4, so we're on our 4th box, and I am just kind of cycling through them in alphabetical order. This is the one box that is a repeat from last year. Last year we had 5 advent calendars, and this year we have 6. So they each get featured 4 times. It is the most expensive one. It's from My French Country Home, and you guys, it has my name on it. What I thought was really neat about this, I kind of toyed with whether or not I was going to do it again because it is so expensive, but I am sort of a sucker for having a beautiful keepsake box, is it is the same size as the box last year with this nice magnetic closure, but the design on the front is slightly different. So that is kind of cool, but it's just so perfect for storing some of your ornaments or your holiday decor. And I actually kept mine out year round last year, but hopefully this year I can use both of these and store some of my new goodies away. It is very, very full. I will say it came in a nice outer box. That's why it's still pristine and white, but it was so full that I couldn't quite get the magnetic closure to close. So I did open and take a couple of the items out, but inside, I'm just going to show it to you. They had this lovely Joyeux Noël sticker, and then inside everything was all nestled, and they have hand wrapped every single item in 2 different colors of wrapping paper. One has this lovely like holly sprig on it, and then they have these sort of lined dark green bags, and then they all have lovely ribbons in forest green or kind of a cranberry. So I do love the jewel tones that they did. I went ahead and pulled out the gift because they just kind of Tetrised everything in there the best that they could, and the box itself is very heavy because they do still have most of the items in there. So I did just pull out the item that is for day 4, but let me go through all of the details with you. So I do have an affiliate link for this particular box. This one is probably sold out, but they do have one-time boxes available for their quarterly subscription boxes. They have beautiful gift boxes available. They're now doing a petite version of their subscription as well. This is my splurge box. It has been for the last couple of years. It is absolutely beautiful. This box was $550. That included the $50 shipping fee, but it was basically $500. There are 24 gifts. There is not a day 25 as far as I know. The value, they say, is $1,000 or more, but so you're kind of doubling your money if you don't count in the shipping. But dividing $550 by 24, basically each gift has an average value or an average cost of $22.92. So essentially I paid $23 for each of these gifts. Some of them are worth well more than that. Some of them are probably worth a little bit less, but they are telling us that the value, of course, is over $1,000. So, you know, you can do the math with that, and like I'll actually do it for us. So $1,000 divided by 24. So they're saying the average value of the items is $41.66. So there are definitely items in here that are not $41.66, but again, there are some that are well over that and some that are kind of priceless because they're vintage items like yesterday's items. So it says, unwrap the 24 days of Noel with My French Country Home Box and Boutique, a box valued at over $1,000 US. You will receive a selection of a few of our all-time favorite products from our boxes, as well as a fine collection of new items for you and your home. Each gift is hand-wrapped in our custom wrapping paper and labeled with a number, then placed carefully into our limited edition Noel box. There's only a small number of boxes available, so be sure to reserve yours soon. And the shipping began on November 1st. Mine came a little bit later than expected, but they did keep us apprised of all of those delays. They did have, again, that $50 shipping fee was included. They ship internationally. There was a little bit of an extra shipping cost for some destinations. They also included a little note card inside that had a list of the items inside. It was a list that you could have actually emailed them ahead of time to decide if you want to pull the trigger and go ahead and purchase that $550 box, even knowing that there might be some repeats. And if you are a subscriber, maybe you don't want those repeats. That's totally understandable. But I did get that list. Some of you who really wanted me to open this again this year, I did get that list. I did go ahead and pull the trigger. It kind of blew like a third of my budget, in all honesty. But I don't have that card with me right now. But I will say I appreciate that they list the items in the order in which you open them, which cannot be said for several of the other boxes. I'll have to get that card out for the next time that we feature My French Country Home. But I actually love this because last year they had more of like a pink, like a mauve and sort of lime green theme going. And so that was reflected in the cover of the box as well as in the wrapping paper. And this year it's a little more traditional red and green, but still on the darker side. And so I do really love it. And of course I love anything that says my name on it. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and open up our beautifully wrapped, you know, this wrapping paper matches the box gift. And again, I don't unwrap these ahead of time, but I do try to open them kind of nicely because occasionally there's something that goes on in my very urban neighborhood where I have to start over. As you can hear, there's some rumblings outside. I have a couple of neighbors that love their motorcycles, which I think that is a fine hobby to have. However, it can be very loud when they're getting those engines revving. And then I do try to film a little bit later in the day because we have so many garbage trucks going down my street every single day. I think every building on this alley has a different garbage service, so it does drive me a little bit crazy. But the days are shorter now because of the time change, so there's only so much filming I can get done in a day, which is difficult when you have several jobs, right? Unfortunately, this is not my full-time job, so this series definitely does present a lot of the challenges that other content creators experience when they do Vlogmas. Just putting up an extra video every day does mean that I have to pre-record several of these, but I'm trying to do it fairly close to the unboxing just so that I'm still enjoying it along with you in the order in which it's supposed to be done. Oh, this is really pretty. This is very pretty. Like, can you see that there is some metallic on there? So this is from Fragonard. Says billet doux, so it's from Fragonard, a perfumer, which we've actually gotten like hand towels from Fragonard in one of the quarterly boxes, but this is really pretty. And again, one of the great things about these advent calendars is not only are you getting to try different products, you can get a lot of sample sizes, you get a lot of full-size products as well depending on the calendar, but the value, right? So that's why I'm always looking at the value. But a lot of these gifts, especially in the first like 10 days, could be re-gifted easily for this holiday season. It's not something you're gonna have to hold on to later. Oh, this is nice. So it's actually two things. So it's a hand cream, I think, I'm assuming. Yes, so a nice perfumed hand cream with that same sort of like leopard print. I think they're leopards. And we also got kind of a matching emery board. So it says Fragonard. You can see the little, I think it's a leopard. On the other side, we have this really pretty plant. So it is nice to have both of those. I'm assuming it's a hand cream because it came with this. So yes, a hand cream with a nail file from Fragonard. What a nice little gift set though. Really pretty. I think that's lovely. Great stocking stuffer. So Fragonard is a great French brand, and that is one of the things that I love about this. Is it feels very luxury. It feels very much like, I'm sure, I am absolutely positive that on paper it is worth $1,000. Me personally, I definitely think I'm getting my $550 worth. I don't know if it's $1,000 worth, like, of what I would spend the money on, because, you know, just like any subscription box, you're not gonna like 100% of the items or be able to use 100% of the items inside, but they're definitely regiftable and worth trying sometimes. I will say My French Country Home, I have really loved working with them. I do pay for my boxes, but they do have an affiliate program. So like I said, I will leave an affiliate link for you. They were given honorable mention in our Nobody Awards, which we just had the results released for. And they were kind enough, they were one of the many boxes that actually responded with like a message for viewers. And also for the first time ever, if you are in the Nobot Nook, there is a little discount, which is like unheard of. So that is just, I think that it says so much about the boxes that respond to being named one of the best boxes, at least the ones that I open here on the channel. It just, it makes me appreciate them even more, besides their beautiful curations. And it's like small one-woman businesses that have responded, and it's like bigger companies like this, and then it's like even huge companies have responded to winning awards this year, which is very exciting to me. All right, let's move on to our next box. So for our Papier stationery box, we had this really pretty little box with the silver stars. One of their tabbed boxes that is impossible to open without tearing. You'd think I would figure out how to do this by the end of our unboxing series. I probably won't, in all honesty. I think if I have like a little nail file, I might be able to do it, but it's tricky. I'm getting better. It's not like a total disaster. All right, so this will be the box that's featured tomorrow. Ooh, this is really pretty. This actually reminds me of a necklace that we got from my French country home one quarter. I think that this is a bookmark or like a really fancy paper clip. Yeah, so this is the open end, you can see. So I think it's a really fancy bookmark. I love this, but let me go ahead and flip to my little cheat sheet. They gave us a list of items, but they were not in order. So I do have to always kind of like double check, like day 1, for example. I didn't know what it was at first. It took me a good second. Let's see. I think that this is the Circlets bookmark, which they do actually have listed as number 4, and we're on day number 4. So maybe it was just the first 3 days that we're a little bit confused. This is really pretty. It's very elegant. I like that. All right, moving on to the White Company, day number 4. And again, you can see all of the rest of them that are not featured right behind me, and they kind of move around day by day. We have their Wild Mint Peppermint and White Tea Hand Wash. Perfect for the winter season. That sounds amazing. Let's see, it says, capture the unbeatably cooling aroma of wild mint on a balmy day. A cocktail of just crushed peppermint and spearmint leaves in is muddled with a touch of silky, delicate white tea, creating this decidedly bright and refreshing fragrance. I love the scent of white tea, whether it's in lotions or candles. That's really nice. It's very light for those of you who find mint a little bit strong. It really does smell like wild mint, so a little bit more herby, not so like sharp, but sharp enough that it's still going to be invigorating and kind of wake you up. So that was from the White Company. From Fresh, we have a little green box, and of course their usual silver tissue paper. Have to pull this out. I always think it's like another lip balm, but we will get into some different sized boxes from the Fresh calendar eventually. This is, let's see, this is, Rose. Oh my. So it's a Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum, a balance of hydration and nourishment. So it's actually very pretty, but you guys know I'm not a huge fan of rose scented anything. So this is probably an item that I will pass on, but I do really like Fresh products, even though they didn't let me in their affiliate program. They'll be sorry. I'll teach them. I'll have my pretty woman moment with some of these companies one day. I'm kidding. All right, you guys. So that was from Fresh. That was our rose. It looked almost like a toner, right? But it's a serum. So it's just a very like watery serum. Then from Lady M, we got another biscuit in an opaque tube that I don't know what it is because they didn't label what they are, so we have to go to our cheat sheet card. I'm still not actually taste testing these items in this round of unboxings, but I will in future unboxings, and I'll keep a list, or maybe you can keep a list because you're preparing for your quiz, so we can figure out which days were which. Let's see. I tried to open it neatly, but all right, so this one is one of their nice little wafer tubes, and it's got a white cream filling. So let's see what that could be. It looks like there were 6 different options. So just like yesterday when there were 3 different brown ones that could be chocolate, this time around there are 3 different white ones. So it could be the coconut crepe biscuit, it could be, probably not the raspberry, or it could be the vanilla crepe biscuit. So 2 options. I don't smell coconut, so I'm thinking it's the vanilla, but who knows? So it says elegant and crispy rolled crepe biscuit filled with a classic buttery vanilla cream. I can't smell anything, but that could just be me, just because I have a lot of fragrance in the room because I've been spritzing the different eau de parfums and fun things that we are getting in other boxes. So That was our item from Lady M. We already did our item from Fresh, so that means we have Liberty London still to go. So Liberty London in our nice paisley box. This is from Dr. Barbara Sturm. That name sounds really familiar. She must be like a famous dermatologist that also has a brand, obviously. It is a face cream. It is made in Germany. We didn't get like a little extra card like we did with the other one, but I'm sure I can look it up. And again, they have a really nice online unboxing situation where you can find out the details for all of the products, but I didn't like cut and paste all of those for this particular box. Molecular Cosmetics. See what it says. It has the ingredients, but it doesn't really say anything about it necessarily because this is like a little sample size. So let me see. Does it say how many milliliters? 20 milliliters. So you guys let me know. But if you have any familiarity with her products. But let's go over the 6 items that we got on day 4, and eventually I will get used to the order in which we go. So we got our nice billet doux, our hand cream and emery board from Fragonard in this nice little gift box. Very kind of like African vibes almost, right? Then we got from our Papier, we got this beautiful circlets bookmark. I do think this is probably one of my favorite things. So far, like, Papier has been impressing me just with the elegance of their stationery and desk accessories. They don't necessarily have a subscription box, but if they did, I would probably review it on the channel just because, as we know from the Nobody Awards, we could use a few more of our stationery and desk accessories companies. We got from the White Company, the Wild Mint Peppermint and White Tea Hand Wash, which sounds nice. So it's got one of those little pop tops. I'm not sure how you would like use this. I guess you would just put this little small size out in your guest bath, for example. From Fresh, we got a rose face serum, hydration infused, for those of you who like rose. From Festive Delights Lady M Confectionery Calendar, we got our mystery tube a wafer. So we got our nice little biscuit. I'm thinking it is the vanilla cream. And then finally from Liberty London, we got our Dr. Barbara Sturm face cream, which I think sounds like it'd probably be pretty good, but I'll have to look it up. Again, that box promised even bigger value than my French Country Home at like a fraction of the cost. But so far, what are you guys thinking? How are you feeling so far? We're almost through our first round of all of the boxes, but let me know who the winner was for you today. I think for me, just because I don't know that much about the face cream from Dr. Barbara Sturm, I think the winner for me is going to be this beautiful bookmark. Even though I have so many bookmarks, I don't know what to do with them. I just think this one is a really pretty one. It could be really great as a gift topper, especially if you're giving someone a book or a stack of books as their Christmas gift. That could be lovely, but very elegant, or very elegant paper clip to have on your desk as well. I hope you all enjoyed this unboxing. I hope that you will join me later this afternoon for whatever I'm unboxing then. I have no idea what it is, in all honesty. And then of course, I hope that you will join me tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we will be on day number 5, box number 5, which is Papier, our stationery box. I'll see you then.